It is better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. A person who won't read has no advantage over one who can't read. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Don't go round saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. Patriotism is supporting your country all the time, and your government when it deserves it. By land, they're not making it anymore. Do the thing you fear most, and the death of fear is certain. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Don't let schooling interfere with your education. A man's character may be learned from the adjectives, which he habitually uses in conversation. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. There is no distinctly American criminal class, except Congress. Loyalty to petrified opinion never yet broke a chain or freed a human soul. We have the best government that money can buy. There are basically two types of people: people who accomplish things and people who claim to have accomplished things. The first group is less crowded. Giving up smoking is the easiest thing in the world. I know because I've done it thousands of times. The reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Humor is mankind's greatest blessing. Thunder is good, thunder is impressive, but it is lightning that does the work. Golf is a good walk spoiled. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning, and if it's your job to eat the frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Get your facts first, then you can distort them as you please. Suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress, but I repeat myself. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow. I am an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them never happen. In the first place, God made idiots. That was for practice. Then He made school boards. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Part of the secret of a success in life is to eat what you like and let the food fight it out inside. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. It ain't those parts of the Bible that I can't understand that bother me. It is the parts that I do understand. Go to heaven for the climate, hell for the company. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. Climate is what we expect, weather is what we get. The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society. Never pick a fight with people who buy ink by the barrel. I can live for 2 months on a good compliment. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. There are lies, damned lies, and statistics. Wrinkles should merely indicate where smiles have been. All generalizations are false, including this one. Life would be infinitely happier if we could only be born at the age of 80 and gradually approach 18. It usually takes me more than 3 weeks to prepare a good and prompt speech. My mother had a great deal of trouble with me, but I think she enjoyed it. I didn't attend the funeral, but I sent a nice letter saying I approved of it. Let us endeavor so to live so that when we come to die, even the undertaker will be sorry. The right word may be effective, but no word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause. Grief can take care of itself, but to get the full value of a joy you must have somebody to divide it with. Cauliflower is nothing but cabbage with a college education. Everything human is pathetic. The secret source of humor itself is not joy but sorrow. There is no humor in heaven. Necessity is the mother of taking chances. Only one thing is impossible for God: to find any sense in any copyright law on the planet. Be careless in your dress if you must, but keep a tidy soul. I don't like to commit myself about heaven and hell. You see, I have friends in both places. If the world comes to an end, I want to be in Cincinnati. Everything comes there 10 years later. Many a small thing has been made large by the right kind of advertising. When angry, count to 4. When very angry, swear. When we remember we are all mad, the mysteries disappear and life stands explained. Principles have no real force except when one is well fed. Part 2 of this video is coming soon.